take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that? Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. as they get a quick first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Block. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Block now on first down. He gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Locke again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Bengals' 12-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on the quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. From right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Bengals nothing.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Buffalo's
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Block working out of the gun. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Block now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. And by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard. And it's third.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Locke. The left side completion to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Julio Jones. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
A fairly short kick from the 14. They're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to keep it again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 40.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll try. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
29 yards.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo setting up the screen for Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. There's Garoppolo to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
2 yards.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's now 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On second down now. It's Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point.
Now Locke, he wants the football to tell. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school at one of my offensive line.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. On first down, Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Locke. Open man is Kirk, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
At the Bengals' 9-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Locke looks to throw it again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Shutting him off, now open field. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
now Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete to Dalvin Cook. A gain of 14. And
they run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, now Garoppolo. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And a Bengal 1st down.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. One. Losing yardage back at the 12. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. That's to his running back, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something